Hey y'all, this is Tonetta with Tonetta Bass Houses or T Clay Properties. I want to welcome you all to this video. This video is actually talking about foreclosure, what foreclosure is, and 2 ways how to prevent it, y'all. 2 ways. This is the first of 5 videos. There will be 5 videos in this in this short series talking about foreclosure and, like I said, how you can prevent it. Hopefully now or in the future, I guess I put it that way, if you're headed down that route, because I know a lot of things are going on right now with jobs and housing during COVID-19. So of course, like I said, I definitely want to get on here and teach about, like I said, what foreclosure is. So just in case you're falling behind on payments, so that you can know how to, of course, know what to do. And if you are already, of course, in that process, there are some things that you can still do as well, just to keep that in mind. And like I said, I'll get into those within these videos. And like I said, this is video number 1 out of 5. And this one is talking about what foreclosure is, and of course, the first 2 ways to prevent it. So let me go ahead and read the definition of foreclosure. Foreclosure is a legal process in which a lender attempts to recover the balance of a loan from a borrower who has stopped making payments to the lender by forcing the sale of the asset used as collateral for the loan. It's a legal means where your lender can use, to repossess or take over your home. When this happens, you must move out of your house. So keep that in mind. Like I said, I'll definitely get into that in these videos. But like I said, foreclosure, of course, like I just said, when you have a home loan, you're trying to pay your payments. For some reason, you get behind. Of course, and if you're not, of course, trying to make some type of payment or trying to contact these folks to let them know what's going on. If you're not making payments, it's been 1 month. I think it's after 35 days, they can, of course, start contacting you to find out what's going on, start applying for legal action, things like that. But like I said, I'll get into that more. But like I said, definitely that's what foreclosure is. Like I said, when we take out a mortgage to buy a house, we use the home as collateral for our legal agreement with the mortgage company. I don't care which mortgage company you have, Fannie Mae or whoever. Whenever you're getting a home loan, like I said, it's definitely your home is always used as collateral, and it's always a legal contract or legal agreement that you all have that outlines the entire process, what you're to do, what your rights and responsibilities are, and what the rights and responsibilities are of the lender as well. So keep that in mind. In exchange for the money, the lender puts up the home for purchase. We agree that we will adhere to the certain terms in that particular contract, including a payment schedule. If you fail to abide by those terms, the lender, whoever you went through, Fannie Mae, can follow a sequence of legal procedures to sell the home so they can recoup the outstanding amount of the mortgage, plus any expenses occurred in the collection process. Like I said, this legal process is called foreclosure. Like I said, nobody, I'm sure, wants to go through that process. But I know a lot of folks that are going through it right now. Like I said, with the foreclosure, with things that's going on with their property, they've lost their job or they couldn't find another job, that kind of thing. Like I said, there's always ways that you can, of course, work this process and make sure that you're abiding by your contract and abiding by your mortgage contract. And of course, making sure that things are satisfied so that you can keep your property. Like I said, I know for those who may have already lost their property, it may be too late now, especially if it's already in auction status. But like I said, definitely you can make sure that you're, of course, if it's not there yet, or if you're in the process and you haven't even gotten your home, of course, it's not auctioned off yet, that kind of thing. There are still things that you can do, y'all, so keep that in mind. The first thing is don't ignore the problem. I know a lot of times we want to, of course, act like we don't see the letters that's coming in the mail, act like we don't know that our bill is coming up due, all that kind of thing. You have to make sure that you're not ignoring the problem. That's how you prevent it in the first place. Not ignoring the problem and making sure that you, of course, finding a way to, of course, pay your bills. Like I said, you definitely have to make sure that if you want to set your bills on like a calendar on your phone to make sure an alarm go off when it's first of the month or whenever it is for you to pay whatever bill that it is, but make sure that you're not, of course, ignoring the problem. You never want to ignore a problem, especially when it comes to your livelihood of you and of your family. I'm sure your family's staying in this house with you, and of course they want a roof over their head. And like I said, if you're ignoring the problem because you came up on some hard times, you're going to create hard times for everybody in the whole entire household. And it's going to be a tragedy if you don't get things together. So like I said, you definitely have to make sure that you're not ignoring the problem. Number 2, contact the lender as soon as you realize that you have a problem. just keep in mind, you always have to contact whoever, if it's Fannie Mae, whoever you got your home loan through, always contact them to let them know that, hey, I lost my job today, I'm trying to find a job now, all I got is $15 or whatever it is to put towards the payment, then do that. But like I said, never just go without contacting the people. I don't care if it's a home loan or utilities, whoever it is. Make sure that you're contacting folks, let them know what's going on. They're in this process with you as well. Is there money that they put on the line for you to get your house? The most respectful and the most honest thing that you can do is call and let them know what's going on. That speaks to your character and your integrity. You don't want them just left out in the dark and they're wondering what's going on. Here come day number 35, you still haven't paid. So now they're, of course, hounding you, calling you, all this kind of thing. Make sure that you keep in contact with them and let them know what is going on every week if you can. And like I said, just keep in mind that when you're telling them what's going on, just keep in mind that these people who, I guess, like the Fannie Mae's and the folks who, of course, create these mortgage loans and home loans, they usually have programs and other options that you can, of course, that may be able to, of course, assist you in your process and assist you in getting your bills paid. So make sure that you let them know what's going on. There's all types of programs out there that you may not know about, but if you're so scared to call or scared to tell them what's going on, you're missing out on those programs that can probably help you. I put it, like I said, I'll get into more of that as we go along, but just keep that in mind. The first thing, don't ignore the problem. Make sure that you're, of course, looking at what's going on with your bills, and make sure you, of course, know that your mortgage is coming up and that you, of course, have to get it paid. If for some reason, number two, you cannot pay it, contact your lender as soon as possible to let them know what is going on. Like I said, they may have options for you. I know folks, of course, they're pride and, of course, they're embarrassed and scared to call and stuff like that to let the lender know. The lender, whoever, Fannie Mae, I'll just use Fannie Mae, let them know that you, of course, lost your job, or your spouse lost their job, or you had a car accident, you can't get to work, or whatever it is that you are falling behind on your bills, let them know. Don't just leave them in limbo, because if you're leaving them in limbo or not saying anything, that makes the problem worse, and they think that you're trying to get over on them, scheme them, and those kind of things as well. That's what goes through people's heads, no matter who you borrow money from. They're going to be thinking like, oh, they're trying to dodge me, they're trying to do this, they're trying to do that, instead of trying to pay their bill. You let folks know what's going on. That just speaks to your character. Let them know what's going on. Like I said, there's no reason why you can't. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you know this is the end of the video. Like I said, I will have more coming up. I will have one more some more videos coming up tomorrow. That will be the next 2 ways that you can prevent foreclosure. Like I said again, with foreclosure, yes, there are some ways that you can possibly come back from that, until your house is actually sold, I guess I put it that way, sold for auction or sold to somebody on the real estate market. So keep that in mind. And some of these tips that I'll be going over, of course, I hope they can help you. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, this is video 1 of video 5. Like I said, there's a lot of things I want to go with y'all to let y'all know. Like I said, I definitely want to teach this topic because a lot of folks are going through foreclosure, and it's a sad situation out here, y'all. And like I said, if you're heading down that road, there's ways to, of course, assist you in the process of preventing it. A lot of these things, of course, don't take any money to do. You just have to take the steps to do. Of course, making sure that you're paying your bills on time, making sure that if you're losing out on your income, that you're contacting the person you got this home loan from to let them know what's going on. Those are easy steps that they don't take any money to do it all. So like I said, I want to say thank you all for tuning in. This is Tonetta with Tonetta Buys Houses, a.k.a. T. Clay Properties. I want to welcome you all and thank you all for tuning in. I hope this video helps somebody out there to think about their situation as far as possible foreclosure, or they're in the process of it, to, of course, help you with that situation. Like I said, there's no reason why you cannot be helped. You just have to make sure that you're reaching out for the help, letting your lender know, Fannie Mae, whoever it is, know what's going on, and making sure that you, of course, are not ignoring the problem because of your pride and because you're embarrassed or scared or whatever it is, to, of course, face the fact that you can't get your mortgage paid. Ask for help, and, of course, like I said, let people know what's going on. It speaks to your character, y'all. Like with that, I want to say thank y'all again for tuning in. And if you know somebody that's going through foreclosure who is looking to, of course, sell their property at this time, to, of course, prevent this process and to get past this process, definitely reach out to me and let me know, y'all. I'm here to help serve you all. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.